Oh, actually, it says here. I'm stupid. Okay, just, yeah, just don't. What's going on, nation? ukvapeuk here, and welcome. Today, oh, I'm excited. Look at that. Yes, I bring you a brand new device by Steamcrave, and this is the Supreme V3. Yeah, this is so popular that they do the V3. So this one was sent to me for the purpose of this review by Steamcrave. It is the brand new launch, the V3. They launched a few stuff. They launched the mod already review. If you didn't, so I'm gonna put a link right there. And now they have the tank, 25mm diameter. You're gonna have bubble glass. They sent me an advanced kit. So it's gonna bring the mesh deck. It's gonna bring the 2 coils postless deck. Is gonna bring the single coil deck. That was the one that I really want to have a look at it, because when they sent me last time the material, they didn't have a single coil deck to send it to me for the Aromomizer Plus, I think, and I was very excited because I never tried so nice. I mean, they had one on the MTL and all the tanks that they had, but the coil was little bit on the top. This one is kind of half a pipe going on in there, but obviously we go to all of that on the up and close. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna dive down. Okay, so here is the box where your Aromomizer Supreme V3 comes in. So this, even though it doesn't say anywhere on the box, is the advanced kit option. I didn't know, or actually it says here, I'm stupid. Okay, just, yeah, just don't say nothing, because yeah, Aromomizer advanced kit. So it is the advanced kit. It's funny because I couldn't find it anywhere. I searched your user manual and a sticker. You're gonna get your bubble glass. This one holds 7 ml, and you're also gonna get some shoelaces, cotton, extra pull screws, extra O-rings. I mean, look at that, about 1.5 million O-rings. Always good to have some spares. You're gonna have your extension chimney, so to use, more capacity. I think it's even for the bubble glass. This is not really sure. I think it's a reducer to put on the top, maybe for 510 drip tip adapter. You're gonna get your tri-tool and an extra grommet, to seal the top gasket. You're gonna get your mesh kit, so your mesh deck that we already saw. I'm even not gonna open. We already saw in my previous ones. So it is the mesh deck. It brings the mesh deck. It brings everything you need. And they also include, and this is a new the standard. Obviously the coils are not. This one is one I was using, so the coils will not come pre-installed. But you're gonna get an extra pull screws and extra O-rings as well. And this is the deck that they normally use in most of the devices, the postless deck. And this is the deck that I really love on this one. So the single coil will come pre-installed on the tank, and we're gonna have a look at that in a second. But this is the one that, the OG, that the one they've been using for a very long time. And let me tell you, this thing works very good. Okay, and here is the main event, the Supreme V3. So as you can see, they went to the new airflow, but we'll go to that in a second. On the top, you're gonna have 810 drip tip. Like I was saying, 810 drip tip on the top. Beautiful 810, to be honest. I mean, doesn't really match the color scheme, but in terms of, it looks beautiful. I like it. So 810, very good. You're gonna be able to use your 810 if you want to. Very good engraving on the top. It's gonna say Supreme V3 Steamcrave. I love the new system they have. It is a half a ton. Love that. So very easy. It is the grommet I was talking about, that they give you an extra one. Massive ports. They say 5 ml on this glass capacity, so it is a lot of juice. The juice flow control, is something that you always get on Aromomizer RDTA. So you're gonna be able to this way, yeah. You're gonna be able to close and open your juice flow control. This one actually works very good. It's not too stiff, it's not too loose, it's just perfect. Here's gonna be the airflow that now they adapt in most of the tanks. So you're gonna have 1 slot, 2 slots, or 3 slots, and then the honeycomb behind that is gonna be 25mm diameter. Okay, and you're gonna have designed by BG Shy. Nice patriotic 510 if you want to use on a hybrid mechanical mod. So if you go a bit further, you can unscrew the bottom and remove the deck that you remove in practically all Aromamizer RTAs. You just come to the bottom and it has this deck that goes in, and this is the single coil deck. That was the one that I really want to have a look. I think even when the Ragnar came out, but they didn't have one, so they didn't send me one. So you're gonna have like side and bottom airflow honeycomb. You're gonna be, the post screws are not massive, so that let me think that they want you to use a smaller coil. I used kind of a big coil here, and to be honest, the experience that I have was not the best, at least not the way I like to vape on the Steamcrave RDTA. But today we're gonna put a new build on this one, and we're also gonna use the other one here. As you can see, machining, we're even not gonna talk about that. Machine is just perfect by Steamcrave. It's just amazing, no issues at all. Obviously you can go further as you want and take this off, you know, to put the bigger chimney if you want to. If you wanna put the bubble glass, you also can remove all of this and run it in RDA mode or RDTA, but without the glass. You know, it's more like a drip mode if you want to. It also does that. All the tanks do that. So very easy, and it's, you know, Steamcrave has this kind of Lego style stuff that you can add a lot of stuff, a lot of options. I like that. I really love that. Here is the V2. Okay, as you can see, it is definitely a change. On the airflow, here is more the traditional airflow they used to have, the drip tip. Even though it was an 810, it is definitely different from this one. You know, they change, and you know, it's good. I mean, now you're gonna have more options on the airflow. It's gonna be slightly smoother, but you're also gonna have a thinner chimney, as you can see. Can you see that chimney? It is definitely thinner, even though you have this chimney if you want to go. Oh, okay. Let me just. All right. You see, I'm telling you, I'm a bit stupid. So you have this one that is a bit more restrictive, and you have this chimney that is a bit bigger, but they're exactly the same size. I thought they weren't gonna be bigger, but they're not. So it's not an extension, it's just, that's why I was getting a bit of a restrictive. I thought this one was just an extension, but it's not. That's why I was having a little bit of a restrict. It was not like extremely restrictive, but for a Steamcrave product, it was a little bit restrictive. So this might change a lot your vaping experience, to be honest. That's the one I'm gonna be using today. So so they give you this one that is a bit small if you want to go maybe not like multi-long, but way more restrictive. So today we're gonna use that one. I'm gonna put a build on this one, and I'm gonna keep a build on this one. I'm just gonna put cotton in there, and then when we come back on top, I swap in between both so you can see the vapor production. Here it is extremely simple. You know, it's a 2-post configuration. You just put your coil in there like so. You're gonna have space on the back, as you can see, all the insulator. Let me zoom in. As you can see, you're gonna have those cuts so you can cut, and you know, your lid's not gonna touch the barrel and short or anything like that. So let's see if I can put this coil right there. So very easy. Just put your coil in there, tie it up like so. It's gonna be, this one is gonna be kind of spaced because the size between the pole screws are kind of massive, but the pole screws themselves, you know, the holes are not that big. So but like I said, it's gonna be spaced because the way the pole screws are so wide that it's gonna be spaced. But it's very easy, as you can see. I am building in my hand because how easy it is, you know. I mean, you could go a bit bigger if you want to, you know, in terms of wide, or even bigger in diameter, but this is a single coil. You don't want to go too bananas. As you can see, I even could leave the lids like that. They're not gonna short because they are retracted in there. I just go in there, snip a little bit. Okay, good to go. Now I need a mod. Okay, let's pulse this guy. See how it should be glowing normally because obviously it's a space coil. Here we go. That's it. Very easy. Just throw cotton in there. The cotton is extremely easy. This is wicking like any aroma. As soon as you get one, you're gonna be able to wick all the RTAs. There's nothing complicated in that. So got it right about, oops, there. Maybe give it a comb. Just forgot. Slight comb just to make sure all those fibers are facing the same way is always good. When it's like that, it wicks a little bit better. Here we go. And now you just want to tuck it in. Obviously you don't want to go through the hole, you just want to put on the top of the holes, okay? Because that way it works way better. If you put through the holes, it's not going to work properly. And you're always going to have the option for your juice flow control, you know, even if you have too much cotton or too less cotton, you know, you're going to be able to adjust that with your juice flow. Now today we're going to use some banana from 100 large. Prime the bad boy. Small bolts, here we go. This guy is ready to rock it. What I like to do is always go like that. Just throw your deck in there, and when he catches, here we go. Just take it out. This is very, very easy. That's why I love Steamcrave, you know. Even when you change between tanks, they keep a lot of stuff back compatible. So if you know one, you know all of them. So one thing you want to have is always your juice flow control close. Is always good when you're filling these tanks, because the pressure when you're filling always can flood and start to leak a little bit on your deck. So here we go, it is completely full. Love this new mechanism that they adapt the quarter turn, you know. Very, very easy. And open your juice flow control and you're good to go. Okay, I think I even not gonna build this one today. I mean, you have an idea, this is practically all the decks that they use all the time, and I have to tell you, this deck works just perfect in there. So today we're gonna really focus on the single coil. So I think we cover up everything. We're gonna come back on top. I tell you where you can get it, price, and we run to pros and cons. Alright, then we're back, and that was the up and close for the Supreme V3. So where you can get it and price? Anywhere in the world. The price on Steamcrave produce, for some reason, sometimes they be all over the place. So the cheapest I saw for the normal kit, so the one that only bring the single coil deck, I saw it as low as £27. That's extremely good price, and you can expect to pay up to 35. Now the advanced kit that I have here, the one that you saw that bring a lot of stuff in there, I think the chimneys will bring on the normal one. It's just all the decks will come with the advanced edition. So the advanced edition, you have to expect to pay a bit £10 more. To be honest, £10 for what you get, it is not a lot. So between, I will say, 37 to 45 pounds, around that for the advanced kit. But obviously, as time goes on, you know, promotions come in, and a lot. Black Friday is going to be around the corner very, very soon. So you might get even cheaper than that. Pros and cons. Now listen. Like I say, I'm a twat. I thought that chimney, the two chimneys I saw, I thought one was an extension and the other one was actually a normal one, and they're exactly the same size. It's just one has more airflow, the other one has less airflow. And that small thing that I also thought it was for extension, it is a 510 drip tip adapter. So that kind of changed a few of the cons, because the experience that I was having with the single coil deck with that chimney that is not a lot of airflow was not the best. And even with the dual deck, the postless deck, the one that I really love from Steamcrave, I was having a better experience, but not as good. I was like, there's a lot of airflow here, but it is kind of restrictive. Well, that changed a lot as soon as I put the chimney right here. So I only have, it's even not a con, it's more of a suggestion for Steamcrave. It is this drip tip. This drip tip is wonderful. I love it. It's just the color. Purple on the tank like that. You should have go black, or I know in the past you always go black and you want to change up the things, and it is a beautiful drip tip. Don't take me wrong, I love it. Even the color is beautiful, not just for this tank. I think a gray or a white or you know, a black, something different will look a bit better here. But in terms of shape, is the first time I see a drip tip like that. It is a very big pro because it is a good drip tip. So I only have that now. I was about to talk, you know, oh, the single coil deck is not the best experience, you know, so maybe go for advanced kit so you can get the other decks. Well, now I went through the window as soon as I changed the chimney. So let's go to pros first. No, not pros first. Let's go to pros before I start to vape on it. So pros. Love the new mechanism, a half a turn situation going on the top makes the things way easier. It is very easy to unlock, very easy to lock. Love that. Machining, I'm even not going to talk anymore about the machining. I mean, machining by Steamcrave is impeccable. So they always have good, amazing machining, especially now the price is coming down and the machining is going up, to be honest. 5 ml, no. Yeah, 5 mLs or 6 mLs on the straight glass and 7 mLs on the bubble glass. That's a lot of mLs, big pro in there. The juice flow control, I love it because, look, most of the times I rock it wide open because I wick so much. I use it every single day, the aromomizer, so I know how to wick it. But sometimes I can mess up, so I can use half of it or be more close, and I'm gonna have amazing experience. I don't have to re-wick it completely. So love the juice flow control, love the new airflow because you're gonna have a lot of options, and also it is extremely smooth, smoother than the old style that they have. Even though the old style is fine, it's just this one is better. I love that they do the advanced kit, so you're gonna have the mesh, you're gonna have the other coil, the dual coil. I love that one, but now I kind of fell in love with the single as well. But this deck right here is the deck that I always use. This one gives you flavor, amazing experience, clouds. It is very easy to build, so you're not gonna have any issues. So yeah, that's a lot of pros. Now, the vaping experience with this chimney, the bigger one, I'm not a big fan of that one. And I think they had done that before, that you have inserts and make it restrictive. No, that didn't work. This tanks, they want to have a lot of airflow to give you an amazing experience. And you still can have a restricted direct long if you close the airflow, but have a better experience if you have a bigger inlet in there to give you that flavor. So at this point I have a 0.3, 35 watts. Let's go airflow wide open first. Okay, so all the slots in there, 3 slots. Let's have a turn. Oh, you know what? Oh man, having this chimney here makes such a difference. It's like having wine and having water. That's how much difference you're gonna have on your vaping experience with this chimney. This chimney is the chimney I love. Probably not on the wide open airflow. I will say maybe 2 slots. So let's go to the middle airflow. That one is gonna be probably the perfect one for me. Oh, keep in mind the airflow is only gonna come to one side on this deck because you have the back of the coil and the bottom of the coil. The airflow comes in and goes out, but it's like you don't feel that on your ear. It's like having coming from both ways because they are both ways open. It's just one side will come more to the other. Oh, the experience. So let's go to the 1 slot only. Ooh. So the 1 slot is more restricted, but the flavor really pops. And flavor is aromomizer flavor. If you have experience in the past, you're gonna have exactly the same flavor. They're very accurate in the flavor when it comes to across the board of the tanks. Doesn't matter if you vape on the 41mm, on the 23mm, the flavor is gonna be pretty much the same. I will say, to me, for the kind of build I have here, the watts I'm vaping on, I will say 2 slots, so the middle airflow, and then you always can adjust. You can have the middle but start to close, have only half of it. You know, you can go bananas on it. You can have a lot of options going on, but the vaping experience that I'm having now with this chimney is like, oh, before I had like a 1-star and now I have a 5-star experience. This thing is just amazing. I love the single coil. I know how the dual coil is gonna vape in there because I vape on my Plus, on my Ragnar, so I know how it's gonna vape, but this single coil, wow. So yeah, if I had to recommend, go for the bigger chimney. But if you have the smaller one, try. You know, you might even like more that one there. To me, has to be this one. So machining is top notch, flavor is top notch, the tank is top notch, everything is top notch in here. You will be a fool to not grab one. Now, if you are like, oh, I own the V2, should I upgrade for this one? Probably yes, because it's a different airflow. You're gonna have a different deck in there. You're gonna have a lot of differences in there. You're gonna have a half turn cap. Upgrade it. If you're a big fan like me, you're gonna own all of them. Yeah, definitely a good one. Definitely one I will recommend if you want to have an amazing experience with low watts to save battery. A bit more of a restrictive and slow vape, but plenty of flavor and plenty of cloud. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Till there, keep vaping.